Welcome back to the Lex Files. Today we are visiting again with Ms. Sandi West from Spider Academy. We are going to talk options today. You'll see. And I think she's on episode 5. But we're going to chat about that too after the bell.
Oh, I like this one.
It's good.
This is a good one.
It's my Yellowstone, I'm telling you.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
No wonder I like it.
I think it sounds like the Yellowstone entrance. I don't know if you're a Yellowstone fan. I am. I love it. Although like I'm so bummed that Costner got written out. I'm not going to say anything because someone's going to say, you gave it away. So I don't want to say anything. But I'm so bummed he got written out. And I love Yellowstone, and I should have been a cowboy. I'm not super fond of horses.
No, they're like big dogs.
I mean, I don't dislike horses. Who can dislike a horse? But I wouldn't want to, the poop and all this stuff. I don't want to deal with that. No.
They're like big dogs. I love them.
Yeah, I know. Anywho, how are you, Sandi? Good to have you back. What's going on?
Yeah, thank you for having me back. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here with you.
Sure. So, I mean, I think I said in the intro, it's episode 5. I made that up. I guessed. I said, I think it's 5. It could be 6.
I thought we said 6 last time. So I don't really know. I think we lost count.
All right. So here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it's episode 6, and then they can splice that in. It's episode 7. So one of those will work. So
yeah,
there you go.
Work.
All right, let's get to it, right? Because we want to get to the good stuff. Are we going right to the screen, or you want to talk a little bit?
Whatever you want to do, I'm ready whenever you are.
Let's do it. Let's get to it.
Really excited to talk about this stuff.
All right, let's do it because I like this stuff too. This is up my alley. So you got to share your screen because you're the pro now. So
on today's agenda, we're going to talk about the latest and greatest thing that just came out, which is options trading on crypto ETFs. So yeah, so it's a big deal.
Bido or Bido, or how do you say it? Bido?
Bido. I think everybody says Bido. That's what I say.
Okay, Bido it is. Bido.
So actually, the 3 that were approved, I only have 2 listed up here on my screen, is IBIT, GBTC, and then ARK-K, if you want to go searching for the symbol to trade those options.
Okay, so these all have options on, and these are ETFs, right? Is that what you said? Sorry.
Yes, actually, and it's good to point this out, that IBIT and that there are ETFs that are the underlying market. They're, oh God, I'm not saying it right. Spot ETFs. So those ETFs actually hold Bitcoin, inside the ETF. They actually hold the coin itself. Okay. Then there's other, like the Bido, actually. The Bido is the only futures ETF that also gives you dividends. So there's other, futures ETFs that are based off of the futures contract for Bitcoin, but the Bido is the only one that actually pays a monthly dividend. So
what does Bido mirror? Because I'm looking at it now on the screen, and it's like $27-ish, 26 and change. So there's no Bitcoin or anything that's that price. Well, I shouldn't say that. Bitcoin is not that price. Bitcoin's like 90,000 or something like that, right?
Yeah. You know what?
What am I looking at here? I don't get it.
Well, you know what? Let me. I just have the agenda up for today, so I can go to. Let me go to the next slide, and we're definitely going to get over to the Bido and all that stuff. So let's just see what we got next.
You got it.
So here's the news, right? This is the news about IBIT and the amount of volume that actually, this happened on the 19th. So today's the 22nd, and IBIT had, what is it? Where's the number? $4 billion in, or no, $2 billion in or I don't even think I'm saying this correctly.
Like notional?
Yes, here it is. Where's the number I'm looking for?
It's in there somewhere.
There's so many numbers. I'm going backwards. Here, hold on a second. Here, let's just go to the chart. This is the IBIT chart here.
Okay.
And this is following, obviously, Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin, if you were to click on the Bitcoin chart, it would look, very similar.
Okay.
Okay. And so you can see the option strategies right here, the option strikes.
Okay. So when you get a signal, right, or what, it tells you in the little verbiage what strikes to do and what the spread is, right?
Yeah. So actually, because you mentioned this last time we talked about options, I want to show you something. I have a surprise for you.
Oh, I can't wait. By the way, I love surprises.
Do you love surprises?
I love surprises.
Okay. So this one, you see how it just says call strike, long vertical right here. I hope you can see what I'm looking at or trying to show. I'm going to get rid of this, right? I'm going to delete it.
Oh, sad.
And then I'm going to re-add it.
Okay.
Option strike. Here it is.
Cool.
And I'm going to pull this bad boy back up to where it was supposed to be, right?
Okay.
Here. Okay, go.
Grab it and go.
Technical difficulties.
It won't go.
Of course it won't go. But it's okay. You can see it on the bottom if it's not going to.
Don't worry about that.
It should. Yeah. So anyways, do you see now it says L for long and S for short?
Do I see that? That's for dumb people like me, so I know what I'm doing. Okay.
So we heard what you said would be a good idea, and Joe implemented it and added it in there for clarification.
I love it. See how easy that is?
Yeah.
We want to make this options thing idiot proof. Okay. So
100%.
People like me can trade it. That's what we need. All right.
That's what we want. Well, I'm going to go back to here. This is so the IBIT was one of the ones that had a lot of volume, and I'm thinking it was like I think it's a couple billion, right? That was in the first trading day, right? Yeah. So GBTC is also another one. There was 3 that you could do options on. GBTC, it has a big history, right? So I kind of put that in here. So they had 800 million in inflows of volume. Okay. So GBTC actually started off as a trust, and it was a way for institutions who didn't want to hold Bitcoin, the actual coin itself, because it was kind of taboo way back in the day, right? So this was like a pioneer, GBTC. Okay. And it was a trust, and then it wanted to become an ETF, and it was like working on it for years. And then so IBIT was actually the first one, but GBTC finally got approved this year in 2024. Okay, good. So that was pretty cool. This is here's a chart of like, Bitcoin, what's happened with Bitcoin over time, right? So back, obviously it went further back into 2012, but we can see here that the CME started trading Bitcoin futures right around 2018. Yep. And you can actually trade Bitcoin futures utilizing our VWAP and RSI tools that we provide with our futures class, right? And then going forward, the BITO, which was the first Bitcoin ETF that is in regards to futures, okay? So it held futures, not Bitcoin itself, okay?
That's the difference,
also plays a monthly dividend.
Yeah. I said that's the difference. That's why BITO is $27 as opposed to 99,000. It probably mirrors one of the futures that's some kind of mini or something. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Yes. So it actually holds futures contracts. Okay, got it. I didn't know that actually. Yeah, it's interesting. It's a lot to know, and it's really exciting everything that's happening. And for people who are like, "Wow, this Bitcoin, it's at 100,000. I missed it." Yeah. Right. If you want to try to get in, and what I'm trying to show you here is that you can get involved in trading markets where you don't have to actually, have a Coinbase wallet and you're buying the coin, you're buying all these coins, these altcoins, and you're hoping it all goes up. You can actually trade different contracts that are on the exchange, the CME, right? Okay. The NASDAQ, or the, like stocks that trade, that are mining.
you know, Bitcoin, or they're trading futures or trading in option strategies and paying monthly dividends, or just stocks itself, like a MicroStrategy that holds Bitcoin, but it's not really a crypto company. It does data analyzing for other companies. It's a software company, right? So I'm going to go over that too. So I know I'm jumping around a lot. It's just so exciting. I don't, hopefully I'm not confusing anybody, but yeah, so IBIT, you know, was the first spot ETF, which means it actually holds the Bitcoin. BITO holds the futures contract. And so you can trade the BITO using our Spider 7 tracker in the signal line, right? And the reason why is because we utilize that for the dividends.
Right.
Okay.
And that's important to note that BITO does pay dividend, right? BITO, BITO.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna look and see. I think, is it right here? There it is. Oh, on next page.
Okay.
You can see this is what it's been paying out over time.
Okay, right? I'm looking at it. Yeah.
So not bad. Right around like a $1 a share.
It's pretty good.
Monthly.
That's not bad at all. Wow.
Yeah, there's one coming up pretty soon to be paid. So
I wonder how the how's the liquidity in options in BITO? Do you know? I mean, it's got to be pretty good, I would think. I haven't looked in a while.
Well, there's no options on BITO. It's on IBIT.
Oh, got it. Well, that's why I can't find it.
But you know what? Let me take this down for a second. Let's go over here. I actually, you know, even though you can trade options on IBIT now, IBIT and GBTC and ARK-K, I actually have I'm going to show you this, right? Oh, it went away. Darn it. Away. So that's the Tradier, your platform where you can go trade options, and you can trade the options on the IBIT, the GBTC, and the ARK-K, right? So we have IBIT up. Here's GBTC, right? Let's put the colors on. Here it is. So here was a signal that went off, right? And then there's other signals way further back, but you know, they weren't trading signals, you know, options back then.
Okay, got it.
I went and looked at the IBIT on the Tradier platform, and the bid ask is pretty wide. It's like 5 cents at 40 cents.
That's why. That's the kind of market I like to trade as a market maker. Yeah. It mustn't have much liquidity yet. For the market making side isn't tightening those babies up yet.
No, it's pretty wide. So it's definitely something on our radar. It just came out on the 19th, and there's a lot of money going into it. Yeah. So you know what? I went zooming past the chart. Let's bring it up.
Yeah.
So IBIT right now is trading at 56 bucks. They were buying the $100 calls.
Wow. Like on Moss, like lots?
Lots of them. Most of them were being, and it was the December 20th, I think, expiration. So do you think that this thing can double from 56 to 100 by the end of the year?
I would say no, but you know, obviously, what do I know? If Goldman's buying them, I'm betting with them.
You know what? That's probably not a bad bet to take there, right?
Yeah.
You know, they're
always. I always took the other side of Goldman in my trading days because I had to, and you know, I was always wrong. But I mean, we're hedged, so it didn't matter. But yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah, you just get in and out, in and out, in and out. Change. You're like, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in. You know, it's just always.
I'm enjoying this iced coffee. It's my Chicago Bears iced coffee.
Oh, nice. I don't even want to talk about the Bears right now in the last 2 games they had, honestly. It's like,
don't get me started. That's another disaster. Anyway.
Oh my God. Anyways, yeah, right. I can't even believe the last play of the last game.
We're both from Chicago. That's why I said Bears. Yeah.
So. Yeah, the Bears. I love them.
Anyway.
It's like a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what else do we? So this is the IBIT.
Yeah, so let's say you want to actually set up a you know, if you instead of setting up one here, because we're just going to keep this one on our radar, we're going to go down to MSTR, right? Because that is a company that holds Bitcoin, right?
That's
I was just talking about it, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about it at the end. But here, let's say you want to actually add an alert for the next one to come out, and you can see the alerts that came out, right?
Yep.
So let me.
You got little bells on there. That's your alert. On there, those are the bells, right?
Yeah. So like right here was a trade.
Yep.
Okay, and it went down a little bit, but we actually say give yourself a little time. So when you put the trade on, we're usually saying give yourself about 10 days or so for the trade to take place. So you're not doing 0 days to expiration. Give yourself, it's up to you how many days you want to do for expiration. You're going to pay for the time, but it'll be minimal if you're going out like 10 days versus like 5 days. And so there's still not much time left. So anyways, you can see that this one worked out here. This one worked out here. This one worked out here. This is not a signal. This is a red line. So you can see the strike prices down here, right? So let's say you want to be like, okay, when the next one comes out, Sandy, right? Because we're coming down, right? And we're going to wait for the next signal to come off. So we're going to go down here where the words are, and we're going to right click, and we're going to go to the very first top one, add alert.
Okay.
And then we have the warning. So when the warning comes off, so you can select warning or call strike. So if you want to like not really get the alert when the warning goes off, you want to get the alert when the call strike. It tells you what call strikes to do. You do that, and then you're gonna be like, this is MSTR, so you don't get confused. Option, and then you create it.
That's it.
That's it. And then if you don't want to you don't want option alerts anymore from this particular stock, you just go over here and you click on the clock. Here it is, right at the top. You can keep it or trash it, whatever you want to do, and you can delete it.
Nice. Easy.
Very easy.
Easy peasy. I like it.
Easy cheesy. So, here, go ahead.
No, so back to the spread, though, because we talked about this several episodes ago. We always do a call debit spread, like a bull spread for calls. Is that from memory? So we're buying the at the money call, selling a couple strikes above it or whatever you desire.
Correct.
Okay, got it. Just want to make sure people understand that.
Yeah, so we're doing bull call spreads, right? So your risk is limited to what you paid for the spread.
How do you determine how wide the call spread is? Is there a rhyme or reason?
It's based on whatever the algo spits out. I have no idea. Okay. That's a Joe question for sure. Like
that's a good one. I like when I like the no idea answer. I love it. I do that one a lot. I have no idea. It just works.
Yeah, it's magic. It's magic.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. So the algo spits out the width of those. And by the way, it's just in seriousness though, folks. For you, it's going to depend on your capital. Right. So you may not be able to do a really wide striked call bull spread because you don't have enough money to margin it. So it's going to be somewhat based on that as well for you as an individual. So sorry, go ahead.
For sure. So, part of the benefit of doing the call spread is that when you're buying the call spread, you're paying for it, right? And you're limited to that as your loss, max loss. But because you're selling the upper strike call, it's helping to reduce the cost because if you were just to purchase the at the money call, you're still just limited to that amount, but it's going to be way more expensive than if you sold a higher strike call because you receive premium, therefore, bringing down that cost.
Right.
It caps your upside, but it brings down your costs. And when we're saying, hey, listen, we're not going for the max here. Let's, and then in our Spider Academy, we show you like how to, and you can figure out whatever one you want to do. We say, make it 25% of your risk. So if you paid $10 for it, try to make $2.50, right? And so, and then we show you how to put in your good till cancel order.
Awesome. Good. Okay. Terrific.
And I have another surprise. So last time we talked about options, you had talked about puts.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. So, being able to put on a position going short. Now you can be long or short the market doing puts. It's not one or the other, but like doing depending on if you're buying or selling the spread, right?
Yep.
So Joe's working on something like that for you, and hopefully we'll bring that to you soon.
Yeah, because you get signals to the downside too, it looks like, right? We just don't pay attention to them.
Yeah, I mean, like Joe is a bull.
Well, I'm a bear.
Right.
I'm a bear. I'm always afraid of the downside. I mean, I lived through several crashes in the market, and they're terrifying. they scare the bejesus out of you, man, when they happen, right?
I know. You're like, how much higher can this thing go? You don't, it's just like, you don't want to get involved and be like, and buy the top, right? I have the same fear as you. I was a bear. I didn't say was, because Joe's trying to convert me to a bull.
Listen, bull makes the retail public happier. That makes mom and pop and all the investing world happier. I'm okay being a bear in a bull market all the time.
Really?
Wow. Yeah. I was short deltas from 1987 or 1988, let's call it, after the crash, all the way to 2016.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
And I did fine.
You cleaned up.
Yeah, why not?
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah. I'm gonna switch back over to the PowerPoint and see what the next slide is.
How are we doing on time, would you say?
Well, we're getting pretty close done to the PowerPoint. I was just coming back over to talk about the MicroStrategy.
Let's do it.
Because this company's market cap is roughly 100 billion, which is more than PayPal and Airbnb, even though revenue from the software business has stagnated, right? So they're a software business company, but because they own so much Bitcoin, and they're trying to raise $42 billion over the next 3 years to acquire even more. I just thought that was something interesting to bring up.
What's the ticker for this one?
MSTR. So that was the one we were setting the alert on, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not putting two and two together. I know MicroStrategy well, so yeah, I got that one. That's amazing.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, their whole company. They're one of the biggest gauges of Bitcoin around because they own so much of it, right?
They're the number one corporate public company that owns it.
Right.
I think I said that right.
Yeah. No, that's right. And you could buy that stock instead of Bitcoin practically, because if Bitcoin goes up, that stock's going up. Oh
yeah, 100%. They own a lot of it. Then we have the Misty, right? Here's the Misty. And the Misty is an ETF. You can't trade options on it, even though it says it right here. So let's just go over to my little thing, and we're going to go to the dividend one. Which one is that? Not the view up, the BITO. Okay, because this is the dividend one, but we're going to look at Misty for a moment. Okay? Because Misty, the underlying market for the Misty is MicroStrategy.
Okay.
So MicroStrategy holds Bitcoin, and you can trade the ETF, right? Because MicroStrategy is up at $443 to buy one share.
Right.
But you can actually, receive income from the movement of MicroStrategy, because Misty, as this ETF, that underlying market is MicroStrategy. So the last one that just paid out right here, just I think it was yesterday. Yes, $4 and little over $4 per share.
Wow, that's nuts.
Yeah, last month, little over $4. So they're paying out $4 per share because Misty is trading, options on the MSTR stock, and they're receiving premium.
Wow.
And so they can pay out the dividend.
That's a massive dividend, isn't it?
That is huge. That is huge. I mean, you got BITO, and BITO is trading options as well. So this is like, so it's receiving premium, and that's why it can pay out a dividend. Okay. But it's not as much as the Misty. Not as much as the Misty. Right?
So you guys like trading these you like trading these Bitcoin kind of stocks, don't you?
Well, you know what? They're hot right now, right? They're hot right now. And
you like movers.
Yeah, I love it. I don't know if you can tell I'm super excited. Let's look at Coney.
Okay. Coney? Let's look at Coney.
Okay. Coney. Oh, Coney's got the VWAP in here too. That's okay. This VWAP you use with like the futures class, but you can, keep, I can leave it or keep it. Well, let's just get rid of it for a second so it's not confusing. Okay. So here we are. This is the Coney, right? And this is another one that we do the dividends on. And that one paid out $2.
Wow. That's a nice one too.
Yeah, the Coney is based on Coinbase. And
Oh,
that's the Coinbase chart.
wow. That's cool.
So it's receiving premium on options being traded on the Coinbase stock.
Okay. Wow.
So anyways,
Awesome.
I don't know. I'm just so excited about, all the new developments and the inflow of cash and what's hot and like how you can make money, how you can use our tools to take advantage of what's happening in the cryptocurrency world, but doing it through futures, doing it through equities, doing it through ETFs, doing it through options, not necessarily the coin itself.
Yeah.
That's at 100,000, right?
Right. No, I agree with you. I'm a fan. So, I'm especially a fan of the options part of it, but, I think this is great. And, you guys hone in on this, and I love the signals. It gives you a helping hand as to, to consider when you might want to get in. Right.
Yeah. So this is the Bitcoin. So you can see it trading right here. This is the micro Bitcoin futures contract on the CME. So you can see that it's almost at 100,000. I don't think it hit 100,000 yet, but it's pretty darn close.
Yeah, I was looking at it earlier. I'm looking at it now. I don't see the all-time high yet.
Yeah, I don't see the all-time high either, but it's at 99,580, 99,600. It's really close.
Yeah, it's close.
So these are this is like our futures class, right? So if you wanted to go trade futures on the Bitcoin movement, you can see the green line right here's one, and you can see the blue. Now the blue indicates like a consolidation, not necessarily like, it's going down.
Sell premium.
Excuse me?
That's when we sell premium.
That's right. And you're doing that in the options.
That's right. Sell premium in the options. Okay. This is not
because it's not really going anywhere. It's just staying there.
Yeah, just staying.
You can sell premium for sure.
Data decays. Yeah, and all that. Those options premium decays. You collect that.
Yeah. What is it? 90% of all options expire worthless.
Yeah, it's. I love it. That's why people sell them. That's why pros sell them.
You have a lot of those ETFs that are doing option strategies and they're selling premium. They're doing 0 days to expiration, so there's no time left.
Right.
So that's how they're able to generate this amount of money so they can pay it out in the dividend.
Yep.
So
100%.
So here, I just want to point out, and then we'll just wrap it up because I know I've been going on and on and on. If you look right here, let me get my little pointer right here, right? So here was one of our signals that went off, right?
Yep, got it.
And you can see that the VWAP, this purple line, is above the MAVW, right? And the MAVW is the gold line. And that gold line is basically just a smoother VWAP line. It's just a little smoother. Yeah, it's the smoother line. So you got the signal, and then it started its counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you would have done well on this trade. You can get out on the 7, wait for the next signal.
Yep.
Now the next signal came off right here, right? The one to the right.
Yep.
Can you see my little pointer moving around?
Yep. See it fine.
Okay. So even though it did a little consolidation there for a few days, it's still, you could have, held on and waited, or you could have been like, when that red line came out, maybe taken a small loss, right? Yep. Sometimes that happens.
Yep.
You can't hit the green every time, right?
Not every time, no. I know. I mean, people think that you make money every day in this game, and in options, you don't. Doesn't happen. You're gonna take losses.
Yeah, you're gonna take losses, but with the tools that we're providing traders, we're trying to give you better timed entries so that you have the highest probability for success.
I love it.
Because it's about the timing of it.
It is very good.
When are you going to buy and when are you going to get out?
Yep.
So you can see like these last trades, right? This one worked out well. And then right here, the one that we just got another signal on, and you see that VWAP is still above that MAVW. So it could work out. Right.
We don't know. This is the latest signal, right? This is the new one. So everything to the right is empty space. We haven't had those days yet. We don't know.
That's right. So it could be a winner, but it could be a loser. But we're going to see, and maybe we can go back to that in like next week and see, what happened.
Okay. I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah.
Awesome, Sandi. Was that so? Did we get through it all?
Yeah, we got through it all. I know I jumped around a lot,
Okay.
but I was talking about futures and options, and going all over the place. So I hope hopefully I didn't make it confusing.
No. Listen, you're out in the Arizona heat. Maybe some things get up there that shouldn't be up there. You never know.
Yeah. Had a lot of coffee
with you.
this morning. Lots of coffee.
Lots of coffee. No, that's great. I think don't forget, folks, spideracademy.com, or I always forget .com.
Yeah, SPDR.
Academy.com.
Correct.
Bam. That's where you can find Joe and Sandi. Super great product. I love it. We're going to keep doing these, I think. We're going to have some more episodes. I don't know what episode we're on. I really don't. It could be 6. It could be 7. I don't think it's 5. I think it's about 6. But who knows? We're just having fun.
Yeah.
Fun. So
yeah.
Always great to see you, Sandi. Stick around afterwards. We'll chat a little bit.
Okay.
But make sure people go to spideracademy.com. SPDR. Spider.
Yes. Thank you so much, Lex, for having me on your show. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right. We'll talk. Good to see you.
Sounds good. Good to see you.
Bye.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.